create the opposite culture than they try to create.
Okay.
One that is adversarial and one that takes them on. So the culture is basically a bottom-up approach.
Yes, you see, this is also a paradigm shift. Once you make that paradigm shift that, we are responsible for the culture and not those out there, I think a lot of things follow.
It is a paradigm shift.
It is a paradigm shift. Okay, now we have another friend of ours, Mr. Fareed Beg. He's Director Training at our international airline, Pakistan International Airline. He says, how can we bring about paradigm shifts towards transformational leadership for higher productivity when in today's world hard task management styles are encouraged?
I would say one principle: involve the people that are in that situation, in that problem itself, and work out the solution together. See, that very question is an industrial age question. It assumes that someone from the outside comes in and does something. That's not the way it happens. Involve them in the problem, work out the solution together. That itself is a principle.
So the level of involvement is equal to the level of commitment.
It is. If they're really involved sincerely, and if the formal leaders are aware that they may be influencing that in an incorrect way, go out of the room. Let them work on it. That's how we got rid of television in our home, is that Sandra and I walked out of the room and said, we'll sustain whatever decision you come up with, but let us just show to you the net effect of what television does to academic performance, to social interaction, to skill development, and whatever. And they said, all you want to do is get rid of television. No, we'll sustain your decision. They came up with a decision of 1 hour a day per person, which essentially amounts to a movie on the weekend or watching some sports activity. And they have to account to Maria. She's the one that is responsible, and if anyone violates it, they're under the honor code. They have no television for 2 weeks.
Well, all the parents out there, please follow this, because everybody wants to get rid of the idiot box. Okay, we have Mr. Mudassir Aqil. He's another friend from Bank Al-Falah, Lahore. He says the 80-20 rule has been proven by academic research. Do you believe in it? If it's in fact true, then should we cut the non-performers or try to reform them?
I would say that the Pareto principle, which is the 80-20 rule, is a good solid rule. And that if you involve people in the problem regarding the non-performer, either that non-performer will tend to shape up, or they won't feel comfortable in that culture and they'll leave the culture. And I believe that the net effect of an 80-20 rule is that you literally reverse it to where most of the people will be productive because they want to be part of this culture.
Absolutely. So you make the culture of high performers, and which automatically makes the low performers ineligible.
Exactly, because light is the greatest disinfectant.
Exactly. That's beautiful. Another question we have from Karachi, Mr. Barkatullah, Zong, Pakistan. He's the Regional Director South. He says, in the process of change, which management tier, that is top, middle, or bottom, resists the most?
Well, it kind of depends. If there's a lot of pain at the top, they'll be very, very open to what I'm teaching. So much depends on pain. The first thing I ask when I work with an organization is, where's the pain? Because if the pain is at the middle, then I'll work there. If the pain's at the top, I'll work there. Because pain drives openness, humility, and a desire to make improvements. So I always start with where the pain is.
And if there's pain all over, middle, top, bottom?
And usually it is all over, like it is in the economy throughout the world today. So I would say stop moaning about what's happened to you and all the forces that are playing on your life, and start getting together with other people, coming up with creative, synergistic solutions to deal with those issues.
Absolutely. So getting rid of pain is also your choice.
Absolutely it is.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have this another question from Mr. Zishan Niazi, Sonte Private Limited. He's a financial controller. He says, is downsizing an industrial era approach to management? If yes, then how can companies register savings in HR management during the current global recession?
I would say involve the people in that problem. Let them develop the criteria if you need to downsize, so that it is fair and it keeps the culture with a spirit of high trust. If the top executive people come up with those criteria and start downsizing, other people will be critical of them because they'll use criteria that may not be consistent with the ones that they hold. So involve people in the problem and work out that solution together. And it may be necessary to downsize. But you may find that you come up with creative strategies so that you actually go out and hire people that have been downsized.
Absolutely, and you're absolutely right. Sometimes maybe, why do people downsize? Because they are saving. So if you make people creative and they produce more, then you don't need to downsize.
Exactly.
So you think of synergistic.
Come up with new creative, strategic ways of getting more customers.
Absolutely.
People can do this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I work with all kinds of clients, and seriously, those who get into the 4 disciplines of execution, those who get into a creative mindset, they come up with solutions to problems. And they're not a product of the environment. They're a product of their decisions, not their conditions.
Absolutely, absolutely. I do realize, Stephen, that you've had a very long tour. Stephen was up last night till I think 1:32, and it's amazing how with your stamina you just go on and on sharing your knowledge all across the world. It is an absolute pleasure. On behalf of people in Pakistan, I would like to express that how much we love you, how much we want you to be there all the time, and how much we'd like to have you in person next time. Thank you so much,
Well, I
Stephen.
would love to come. I really would, very, very much. And I may be assigned to come by my government. I don't know. But I'll look forward to a great time when I am visiting there.
Yes, there's a huge corporate talent waiting out for you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Stephen, and it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Stephen.
Thank you.